Hello, welcome and namaste everybody. This is our weekly follow-up meeting of holistic human health. We have our near and dear Dr. Sundaraj Bhaiya with us. The Sundar Bhaiya, namaste, and welcome all the participants, co-explorer. Namaste everybody.
Parikshitji, my audio is clear
Yes, Bhaiya, very clear. Welcome, namaste.
because I'm using it from my mobile.
No, it's okay, it's fine. Ji.
Okay.
So, anybody would like to have any sharing or any question from previous session? Like to interact? Are most welcome. The mic has been provided to all. If anybody would like to interact, are welcome. Ji. Ji, so Sundar, what we are going to discuss today?
Yeah, today we'll discuss about a special tracker which we have prepared for our patients, which I would like to share with our participants, which is really helpful.
Yes, yes, the health tracker. Yeah, you have discussed in previous session as well.
Uh,
Yes. Ji.
Health tracker, but this is more of the self part.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah.
Over to you. Welcome.
I'm trying to share my screen. Is it visible, Parikshitji?
Yes, yes, now visible, Bhaiya. Welcome. Yeah.
Namaste, doctor.
Namaste, sir.
So, how are you, sir?
I'm fine. How are you?
I too, sir. Please.
Great. Namaste, all. Today, I would like to discuss about a special health tracker which we have prepared for our inpatients. So, there are certain activities which we ask our inpatients to regularly perform, along with the therapies which we do for their respective problems, health problems. So, we call it a self tracker. There are a few aspects of very important aspects which we discuss and which we train our patients, and in those things, the most important things, like we all know, pranayama is very important for each and every one of us for regeneration, rejuvenation, revitalization, particularly for our patients with some severe problems in their different organs. Pranayam helps in regeneration of each and every cell of the body, helps in faster recovery. Also, it affects the mind, so helps them gain control over their mind. So this is one thing which we regularly ask them to practice. Along with that, we also ask them to practice meditation. Then we ask them to practice silence or shunya sthiti and non-judgment. Then we ask them to practice visualization. then affirmations. So tracker is something like this. Here we write date and time. So each patient every day they should record what they are doing under each category, and we will track their progress. For example, today is 19th August 22. So generally we teach them pranayam in three different levels for our patients. In the first level, we have Puraka, Kumbhaka, and Rechaka. So Puraka is inhaling. Puraka is inhaling. Kumbhaka is holding the breath. And Rechaka is exhaling. In the first level, we teach them the ratio 1:2:1. Inhale, hold, and exhale. For example, while inhaling, if they count 5 seconds, they hold their breath and count 10 seconds. And while exhaling, they count 5. So normally they start with their left nostril, inhale with their left nostril for 5 seconds, then close both the nostrils and hold the breath for 10 seconds, then exhale with the right nostril. Again, inhale with the right nostril, hold and exhale with the left nostril. So this completes one round. So one round contains 2 inhales, 2 times holding the breath, and 2 exhalations. So like that, we ask them to practice 20 rounds. This is the first level. So if they are practicing this 1:2:1 ratio, in this range 5:10:5, and they have managed around 30 rounds the whole day, they'll record it like this for that day. And we then ask them to slowly stretch their capacity. Instead of 5, if they can hold the inhale for 6 and hold the breath for 12 seconds and exhale for 6, like that they can go and increase the lung capacity and slowly 7, 14, 7, 8, 16, 8, like that we ask them to increase. And when they reach 15, 30, 15, we'll say this first level is completed. Then we'll take them to the second level. The second level, the ratio is 1:4:2. Inhale, hold, and exhale. For example, while inhaling, they are counting 5. They'll count 20 while holding the breath and 10 while exhaling. Like that, they'll practice and slowly they'll increase. 6, 24, 12, 7, 28, 14, 8, 32, 16, like that. To complete this level, we need to go till 15, 60, 30. So then they'll go to the third level. Here we'll add one more step called Shunyaka. Puraka is inhale. Kumbhaka is holding the breath. Rechaka is exhaling the air. After emptying the lungs, after Rechaka, if you hold the breath, that is called Shunyaka. Holding the breath after exhaling. So this is something which is a bit complicated. So ratio goes like this: 1:4:2:1. So we recommend this to be practiced under the guidance of a yoga teacher. Before the first level and second level is something which you can practice at home easily without a lot of guidance. Just simple monitoring of the count is enough. So pranayama, in our hospital we give utmost importance to pranayama because it helps in regeneration. Most of the patients who come to us, they come with severe degeneration in so many organs. It can be a joint, it can be bone, it can be cartilage, it can be kidney, it can be liver. For regeneration of each and every cell of the body, pranayama is an excellent way. Along with regeneration, it will also help us gain control over our mind. Sanyam is something which we will get easily when you regulate our breath. They say chale vate chale chittam nischale tu nischalam. So when this breath is going out and coming inside continuously, mind is also not so stable. When it is moving, mind is also moving. Chale vate chale chittam. When you try to hold the breath, when you try to make it nischala, then you will be able to have control over your mind. So, in fact, the phrase pranayam itself is speaking about holding the breath. Pranat ayamam, a pause between inhaling and exhaling, taking in and bringing out the pranayu. When you give a pause, that is pranayama. So, this increasing the count and slowly increasing the holding power, holding the breath will bring down the metabolism to a very slow rate. When we control our metabolism, slow it down, wonderful changes happen inside our body. Lot of self healing will happen, and the mind, it will take us to the next level. We will be able to tap the hidden potential, and we'll be able to focus better, do greater things in lesser time, and we regulate the breath. So this is something which we make the patients do every day, and we encourage them to record it in the self tracker, and we show them the progress, and we ask them to speed it up, make it faster, and make it much deeper. So this tracker will help them how they're help them understand their progress. We also can make a simple tracker like this. So daily practice of 15 minutes initially is great, and if you can practice more than that, is wonderful. At least a practice of 15 minutes will do wonders to our both physical and mental health. Then we have meditation. What we teach at our own hospital for patients is like it is more of a conscious practice of awareness. we teach them like this. Normally, when you try to focus on one particular thing, generally people meditate on some god's picture or some mantra or some or on their breath, how they breathe in, breathe out. Or some people they focus on a fixed point on a wall. It's like anchoring your mind to one particular thing and not letting your mind, not letting your thoughts waver away from the point of concentration. So undivided attention to one particular task at hand, and it will help in achieving this razor sharp focus. So this is something which many people understand, but putting it in practice is a bit difficult. So whatever practice we do early in the morning, six at a particular point of time, sit in a particular place and focus on a particular thing which helps us, stay focused without getting disturbed. It can like generally why God, why a mantra. These things help us better focus because of our devotion or faith. But it can be anything. Just simply observing your breath and focusing only on your breath can also be meditation. And this focusing on breath or focusing on a mantra, anything, it can be termed as a practice so that we will be able to implement this art into our day-to-day practice, day-to-day life. For example, our patients who get admitted in our hospital, they undergo various therapies. We tell them while they're undergoing this therapy, this panchakarma therapy, whether it can be body massage or shirodhara or any other therapy, we ask them to focus on what's happening inside their body while they're undergoing this therapy. When the oil is falling on their forehead, what changes they are observing in their forehead and the whole body. When someone is doing a nice massage with oil, pressing the various important points on their body, what this pressure, this oil, this lubrication, what is happening, how the body is responding, how the muscles are responding, how the blood is flowing. We ask them to observe and focus only on that part and ask them to not think about anything else while undergoing this therapy. So this is something people experience difficulty while practicing because while they're focusing on the breath or on a mantra, mind immediately flies away, goes somewhere else, thinks about something else. And then it is our duty to be aware of where the mind is traveling and we need to pull it back and put it on the object of concentration. This is what we need to try. Once we try this, anything can be meditation. If you're brushing your teeth and you're doing it with complete awareness, as if no one else can brush their own teeth better than you, cleaning each and nook and every corner of your teeth. Not so that is meditation. If you're polishing your shoes or washing dishes, anything you do with full concentration, without losing focus, complete awareness and undivided attention, razor sharp focus at the task at hand. That is meditation. We ask them to experience it in everyday life while they're walking, while they're bathing, while they're taking the therapy. So we also ask them to calculate how much time in the whole day they are able to stay in this focused state, how much time they are able to meditate. not just the 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the night or evening. So the whole day, how much time we are able to meditate, how able to focus on one particular task. So that they will record here. Whenever they do some meditation and they feel now I could able to focus on for 10 minutes, they'll type at 10. Again, next after 1 hour, if they're able to focus on something else for 30 minutes, they'll do that. They'll write 30 minutes. Like that again, 10, 5 like that. The whole day, they'll find the total amount of time they're able to stay in a state of awareness, stay with full focus, undivided attention on the task at hand. That they'll ask them to record. Then we have silence. We also call it as shunya sthiti. Shunya sthiti. So this shunya sthiti is like achieving a state of mind where there are no thoughts. Normally, on an average, each human being experiences 50,000 to 60,000 thoughts every day, each day, 50,000 to 60,000 thoughts. So this is like if you observe your thoughts, they are like a stream of river. Continuously, one thought after another, one thought after another. Continuously, we experience these thoughts. Sometimes same thoughts repeat, sometimes different thoughts. On an average, 50,000 to 60,000 thoughts. Now the task is to experience a state of mind where there are no thoughts. Shunyata, emptiness, vacuum. Here you are not even having an anchor, no anchor to put your mind upon, focus upon something so that you will not get thoughts. No, here there is no anchor. Here we just want you to experience that space, empty space without thoughts. Generally, how do we do this? So we teach our patients a special way to practice Shunya Sthiti. You know, the problem with the thoughts, they multiply. A small thought appears, then there are so many branches, it becomes a bigger thought, then it becomes a bigger thought. For example, our patients, they describe their thoughts. One patient says, Sir, I feel there is some discomfort in the neck. Then I think about it. Then I remember my visit to the doctor, his examination, his doubt that there is something wrong in my spinal cord. And he has also prescribed an MRI for my spinal cord. Tomorrow I have an appointment for a MRI. And then if something like disc prolapse or disc degeneration is there, the doctor told that if there is something in the MRI, then you have to go for surgery. And my friend told me that this surgery can be dangerous because his friend underwent this surgery, and after the surgery, both his legs got paralyzed. So it's a very complicated surgery, and anything can happen. And what happens to my family if something happens to me? What happens to the education of my children, my future, my children's future? So a small thought like discomfort in the neck resulted in a chain of events, chain of thoughts about the future of my family. So we are encouraging these thoughts because we get attached to these thoughts. So the key to achieve Shunya Sthiti is to practice detachment. So what is this practice of detachment? If you are watching Kaun Banega Crorepati and someone is won 10 crores prize money. You will feel happy for him, but soon you will forget about it. You will not think about, array, 10 crores of prize money. How will they give it to him? Will they transfer to his bank account? Will they give a check or DD? Or will they give cash? Will they cut TDS? How much tax will be deducted from the 10 crore prize money? And what will he do with this money? Will he invest it in real estate or share market or mutual funds, or put it in the bank, or will he give her, you know, from interest? Uh, who will be the nominee for this person? Where will he invest it? All these things you will not think, because it is not your own life. It's someone else's life. You'll just have a small thought about it and you'll forget it. But if it is your life, if it is even 1,000 rupees, you will think a lot. Similarly, if you watch a movie and a hero of the movie dies in the middle of the movie, will you be worried about, a hero died? What will happen to the kids? What will happen to the wife who is and will she get married again? What will happen to the kids' education? What will happen after they become elderly? What will how she will get their elder daughter married? Is he having any insurance? Is he having any fixed deposits? Where are the documents? Which bank is having insurance? All these things you will not think about that poor hero who died, because it is not your life. It is not even true. What's happening is a movie. So you're not worried about him that much. But if something happens to you, you will be worried, because you are attached to your own thoughts, your own life. So the key here to achieve this unicity is to practice detachment. So here is a simple technique. If you, I've told you around 50,000 to 60,000 thoughts every day. But if you classify these thoughts, there are only two major categories. One kind of thoughts which will make you happy, happy thoughts. Another set of thoughts which will make you sad. Happy thoughts and sad thoughts. Majority of the thoughts are these. Of course, there can be a third category, which is the miscellaneous thoughts. They are very small in number. And again, if you divide them into two, both the happy thoughts and sad thoughts. Thoughts about events, issues, people happened in past thoughts, things which might happen in the future thoughts. These are the only classifications. The happy thought can be a past thought or future thought. You will be thinking about something good which happened previously, that is a happy thought. You are expecting something good which will happen in the future, that is a future thought. You can remember something bad which happened in the past, it can be a sad thought. You are afraid of something which can happen in the future, which is bad, that is a sad thought in the future. So ultimately only these four kinds of thoughts, happy thoughts and sad thoughts, only two different types, future thoughts and past thoughts. Imagine you are standing at a mental toll gate and you are observing these thoughts with detachment, complete detachment, as if it is not your own life, as if it is something happening on a TV screen, observing with detachment. So whenever a thought comes, thought about what doctor told you about your health, it's a concerning thing, sad thought, past thought, or some MRI which can happen tomorrow, which can reveal some bad thing, future thought, sad thought, like that. Just observe each thought, just like the check post where the security guard checks each vehicle and sends it away if everything is fine. Similarly, you check each thought, observe it and send it away, observe it and send it away, observe it and send it away. Just observe, it's a sad thought or happy thought, future thought or past thought. Next. Sad thought or happy thought, future thought or past thought. Next. Again, sad thought or happy thought, future thought or past thought. Next. Like that, you will examine each thought with detachment and you will not let that thought grow. You will not link that thought to another thought. You will just separate the thought, observe it, and send it. Practice this. Once you start practicing this, our patients say that at some point of time, one thought goes away and the another thought has not yet come, and there is a space where there is no thought at all. This space we call Shunya Sthiti or silence. So this is called Shunya Sthiti. So we ask them to observe how much time they're able to spend in this state. Initially, it will be difficult. Even if you sit for 10 minutes, hardly you'll be able to experience this state for 10 seconds. Because one thought after another continuously they travel like a stream of river. But once you start observing them keenly with detachment and send them away without clinging onto these thoughts, then you will find a space between one thought and another thought. Now it is our duty to increase the space, spend more time in the space where there is no thought. With our Sankalpa Shakti, with our sheer determination, we should be able to increase the size of the space, spend more and more time in this state of silence, Shunyasthiti. So this is what we ask our patients to practice and record it. Today, 2 minutes of time I was able to stay in this state of thoughtlessness, Shunyasthiti. Great. Similarly, if you are able to increase it, you record it. Slowly you'll write 2 minutes, 3 minutes, like that you will write, record it every day. Then the next thing is non-judgment. Non-judgment is again something which is very important for us to practice. Our patients, we ask them to be more aware of their thoughts whole day. And when you observe your thoughts, you will see that there is a lot of analysis going on. This analysis paralysis, which happens continuously in your mind. Why did this happen? Why did this happen now? Why did this happen to me? Why did this happen to me now? Why only me? Why is that person behaving like that? Did I say something which is causing bad feelings in the other person? What happened um, to me, to my body? Did I eat something which is causing this particular fever? Why is this even event happening? What is the reason for this happening? Like that, continuously we try to analyze people, analyze events, analyze ourselves, analyze our thoughts, analyze everything. Over analysis is happening inside our brain, and then we pass a judgment. I spoke with that person that day like this, that is the reason why he is speaking like this. I ate that particular food, that is the reason why I got this fever. I did this so and so, and that's the reason why I got this as a punishment. I like that. We analyze and then we pass judgment. Even if you look at a new person, you will just try to understand whether the person is a good person or bad person, reliable person. Continuously, we analyze people, we analyze things, we analyze events, we analyze our life, we analyze ourselves, and we pass judgments. And in this whole process of analysis and judgment, which happens continuously, we are losing a lot of energy. A person who does physical labor in hot sun from morning 9 to evening 5 spends a lot of energy. But while you are doing this analysis, sitting in a chair without even moving a single finger, you will be spending more energy than the person who is doing physical labor in the hot sun. Lot of energy is getting drained out of your body just by analysis paralysis. Analysis and judgment, analysis and judgment, analysis and judgment. And it happens again and again. So the same thing do it again and again and again. So we need to break this analysis paralysis. We need to practice non-judgment. We need to accept things as they are. without questioning everything, without judging everything. You need to just accept life and do whatever is needed, whatever is apt for the situation, we'll do. But we will not overanalyze and over uh, judge things and events and people. So to start with, we will start with 1 hour a day. So we'll ask the patients start with 60 minutes. So now it is 8 o'clock. For till 9 o'clock, I will not analyze, I will not pass judgment on anything. Tomorrow, if you have an exam and you are reading very seriously and someone tells you have work, you will say, no, 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 don't disturb me now. Tomorrow, after the exam, I'll think about it. Similarly, if you have decided that this next 1 hour I'll practice non-judgment, whatever thought pops up, pops out, you will say, no thought, you wait. After 1 hour, I'll think about you. Now, no analysis, no judgment, no thinking. So like that, we ask them to practice for 1 hour initially. Slowly, we'll ask them to increase it. So they'll write this, record the amount of time they're able to spend in the state of non-judgment. Every day they'll record it, 60 minutes, 70 minutes, like that. So that is non-judgment. Then we'll ask our patients to practice visualization. Visualization is again something which is pretty effective. Our patients, many people, they come with paralysis, unable to get up from their bed, unable to stand on their own, severe disabilities because of accidents or some stroke or some degenerative diseases, anything which makes them bedridden. This visualization is very helpful for those people. In visualization, we ask them to imagine a screen, a mental screen. Ask them to close their eyes and visualize. It is like a TV screen, and they visualize themselves on the screen in a state of complete health and prosperity. So even if they are bedridden, we ask them to visualize that they are standing, they are walking, they are running, they are climbing stairs, they are swimming, they are playing, like that. We ask them to visualize themselves in various scenarios. We ask them to look at themselves and observe each and every minute detail. What shirt they are wearing, what pant or sari or chudidar they are wearing, which color, which style, what about their hairstyle, shoes or chappals, what watch they are wearing, spectacles, belt, everything. Each and every minute detail we ask them to observe along with what's happening in that particular scene, who other people are there in that particular scene, what is the background, which place they are in, everything as if they are rewatching a video of themselves. Like that, we ask them to visualize. Not just about health. There are so many other aspects we can include in this visualization. If there is some problem in your relationship with your boss or wife or kids or parents, visualize yourself in a situation where there is no problem at all. You have resolved this problem successfully in a positive way, and you are very happy with your relationship with your family members or relatives or friends or colleagues. You visualize yourself in a wonderful career with a lot of prosperity. So many things you can visualize. Whatever you want to visualize, you just have a thought and then close your eyes and just visualize. So we ask the patients to record how much time they spent visualizing, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, like that, every day. And also we'll ask them to write some remarks about the quality of visualization. Are they able to visualize themselves clearly? And are they able to achieve that the kind of clear picture of what they want to be, as if it is already happening? So that is visualization. So when you start visualizing yourself in a better state, your brain thinks it is true, and slowly it tries to take you in that state to that state. And you start visualizing that your limbs are strong, you are able to stand. Brain also thinks it is true, and it sends those signals to those muscles which control those joints, and they start working. This we have seen with so many patients who are completely bedridden. They started sitting, like getting up and walking after intense practice of this visualization, along with of course other practices and yogasanas and pranayama. Then we have these affirmations. Affirmations are like mantras, modern mantras. You know, our ancient mantras, great mantras like Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Every person should be safe and happy and healthy and without any problems. And like that, we pray for everyone on this universe. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Similarly, we pray for ourselves. Only thing is, here we write statements as if they're already happened. If I want to be very healthy with strong knee joints, I'll write that my joints are becoming very strong. My spinal cord is becoming strong. My discs are getting regenerated. My skeletal system is becoming active. My muscles are becoming flexible. My liver is getting activated and working wonderfully. My lungs are working with their full capacity. My heart is circulating, pumping the blood very powerfully. Like that, whatever problem they have, they'll write as if the problem is already getting solved. It's not just about health. Like you can write day by day in every way. I'm getting better and better, healthier and wealthier, happier and prosperous. Like that. Anything you can write. You can write about your relationship. My relationship with my wife is becoming strong. There is a lot of harmony between me and my wife. My kids are able to see the beauty in this harmony of relationship. I'm able to guide them properly. They are able to follow my advice. Like that, whatever you want to happen, you write it right as if it is already happening. Whether it is about your career or your relationship or your health or whatever it is. Write statements which are in the present tense as if they are happening, and read them out daily as many times as you can. If you read the whole bunch of statements for 2 days in a day, you write two or three or four like that. Whenever you read it once, you write one again plus one like that. So like this, we ask them to record each and every day about all these six things, six aspects. Of course, there is another health tracker where they will also record about the asanas and all other stuff and practices and everything else. But this is more about the self. So after few days, you will be able to see the progress. You'll be able to see that you have started at the level one of the pranayama at 5, 10, 5, and slowly you're able to reach 15, 30, 15. Then you're able to enter the second level. Then again, you are able to complete the second level. Then you're able to enter the third level. Like that, you'll be able to see the progress. Similarly, in meditation, you will be able to see that initially you are not able to focus on anything for more than 2 seconds. Your mind is jumping, your focus is shifting from one place to another place. But slowly, with practice, you'll be able to see that each and every moment you are completely aware of yourself, completely focused on the task at hand, achieving razor sharp focus. Slowly, the progress is seen. Then the greatest thing is Shunya Sthiti, where you experience this wonderful state of silence without any kind of thoughts. This wonderful state of thoughtlessness. You will be able to see that day by day you are able to experience more time, experience this thoughtlessness state but for more time. Slowly it is increasing. Similarly, you're able to save a lot of energy from getting drained by practicing non-judgment. Some days you'll practice non-judgment for the whole day. Great practice. It doesn't mean that you should not analyze, you should not think creatively. It means that you should not overanalyze and unnecessarily think about everything happening in this world again and again and again and drain a lot of energy from your body and mind. No, that we need to avoid by practicing non-judgment. And you will be able to see that initially when you started with 60 minutes, it will be very difficult for you to stay without analysis paralysis for 60 minutes. But gradually you'll be able to spend more and more time without this analysis paralysis. And then you will practice visualization. You'll be able to see yourself in various positive events, contexts, where you can actually visualize good things and manifest them in real world. Then you practice affirmations. Affirmations are like mantras. You chant them again and again and again, and they'll become true. The practice of these 6 things have helped our patients in many ways, not just getting rid of their disease, but also achieve a higher mental state with lot of focus and control over their senses. And there are people who are still practicing even after going back home after completing the therapy. They regularly give us feedback about these practices, and they are really, really useful in healing the patients. And they attained perfect health with the help of these practices, along with Ayurveda, Panchakarma therapy, and medicines, and all other physical activities, yogasanas, exercise, etc. So, my request to you all is if you feel this proposal, you can say it is a proposal. If you feel this, all these 6 things can be practiced, small things, daily, 5 minutes for each thing. 5 minutes of pranayama, 5 minutes of meditation, 5 minutes of shunyasati. 1 hour for non-judgment. It's like anytime. It's not like you have to sit for 1 hour while practicing non-judgment. No, you can do whatever you want. You can play, you can bath, you can run, you can walk, you can do your work, but a thought comes inside your brain and you feel the urge of analyzing it, then you stop it for the next 60 minutes, like that. That you can practice. So there is no fixed time for it. Visualization for 5 minutes, affirmations for 2 minutes. So totally not more than 22 minutes a day. If you can do it in this year of 2022, give 22 minutes for yourself and just observe what happens and just share with your friends. Here, share with us what happened after the practice of 1 week, just 1 week. Just track yourself, record everything and track it. Track your progress. You will see tremendous improvement both physically and mentally. You'll be able to tap the hidden energy. So I wish you all the best if you decide to practice this. Or if you want to pick only 1 or 2 things, you're welcome. You can do it. If you experiment on only one thing, you can do. Track it. Just track it. Do it and track it. And once you experience the benefits, you please share with us. I open this session to questions. If you have any questions, please do ask the questions. And if there are some questions in the chat window, please someone read, because I'm not able to look at this thing because I'm sharing the screen. Anyone who is interested in asking questions about this practice? Hello?
No, bhaiya, no question in chat, but a couple of hands were raised earlier. So if anybody would like to interact, kindly raise hand. Otherwise, mic is also provided to us. You can unmute and interact. Vinod Bhaiya is there with us. Vinod Bhaiya has raised hand earlier. Ji Vinod Bhaiya, namaste. Would you like to say? Ji Rangnath Bhaiya, namaste.
Namaste, sir. Good evening, doctor. I have a small submission, sir. If you permit
Yes.
me, I will put, sir.
Yes, sir. Please.
Really very enriching, sir. Very enlightening about thinking past. Sir, sometimes a bad thought also a reminder and reminding me or anybody that you must be careful. Last time this happened, sir. Unless I get a sad thought, I cannot be, or I may not be taking care of the future thoughts.
Yes. Yes. It is about the experience which we learn from life.
Yes, sir.
Good things happen, bad things happen. You gain a lot of experience from each and every issue, each and every event of your life, and you take that experience forward.
Yes,
But the problem is when you indulge yourself in those thoughts again and again and again.
yes.
So there we need to cut and experience a state of thoughtlessness.
Sure,
So,
sir. Sure. Yeah, right, sir. Right, sir. So you mean that you suggested to forget, sir, the bad?
no. I'm not forgetting. I'm not suggesting you to forget and erase all the things, bad things which happened in the past.
Yes,
But we need not go through the pain again and again. What all the bad things happened. So we can take the experience, and
yes.
we need to make sure that you don't repeat it.
All right. Okay, good. Yes, sir. I do practice what you suggested, sir, today.
Yes.
I remain grateful. Thank you, sir. I will pass that on to my colleagues also to follow
Thank you,
this.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir. Bye, sir.
Hello, can I say something?
Yes.
It's good, but only thing is we are practicing, but still it takes a long time. I do not know why it is like that. Because of various other factors, maybe social factors or family factors, getting distracted.
Yes.
Sometime we'll practice, and again next day or the next day there will be some gap because of the other factors which are influencing. Maybe domestic matters.
Yes.
It is becoming difficult. I do not know what to do.
True, sir. This is the reality, harsh reality. The thing is, we have to train our mental muscle. These problems, one after another, they crop up. They come, they show their face, and they try to put us in a push us into a corner every day. It's like today we solve one problem, it's like tomorrow you'll get another problem. So each and every day we'll face new challenges, new stressful situations. So we need to observe if this progress, like one year back, I was unable to face a situation. I broke down. I was unable to handle that situation. Today is the same situation comes again. Will I be able to handle that situation better in a better way, better than what I did last year? Am I improving day by day, slowly? See, Kalidasa in his wonderful literature, Mega Sandesha, he says, Nichair gachat chuparichadasa chakra nemikramena. Just like a lever on the wheel, which goes up and down while the wheel is traveling, while the vehicle is traveling, it goes up and down. Similarly, our mental state also, our life, sometimes it is we are on the top of the world. We feel that we can do anything, and sometimes we are very low. We feel that everyone is better. Only I am the worst fellow. So these ups and downs, they do happen. If you mark these ups and downs in a graph, they are consistent. But when you look at the graph, the whole picture, the inclination should be it should be going upwards. So though they are happening like this, slowly you should go to a better state day by day. It should not be like this. Same. No, slowly, even there are ups and downs, you will be able to handle the situation better day by day, day by day. The graph should go up. So if such progress is there, then we need not worry about or the various challenges we face day by day. Further, these practices will help. These are like exercise to our mental muscle. practice of pranayama, practice of meditation, practice of shunya sthiti. All these are exercises for our mental muscle so that tomorrow when we face the same situation again, we will be able to handle it better. Today, when my son is doing something, I might hit him on his face or scold him. But after some practice, tomorrow, maybe after 1 year, I will be able to make him sit and understand and bring him out of that bad situation or some addiction or some kind of wrong deviation easily without scolding him or using physical force. If I'm able to handle a situation with my friend or my wife or my relatives or my colleagues in a better way, better than yesterday, then I'm making progress. This we need to be more aware of our progress also. For that, this tracker will help actually, whether we are making progress or not.
Previously, I used to wake up at 4:30, 5 o'clock and do this type of meditation. But recently, it has become a problem because of whether health is not permitting or factors are not permitting or social factors are not permitting. I do not understand really,
Yes.
but I'm not able to continue because of the disturbances.
Yes. So there are so many factors which can affect our mental state. Okay. So let us say this whole big circle is our circle of concern. This is called a circle of concern. There are so many factors which will influence our mental state or our physical health. But there are only few things which are under our control. This is called circle of influence. This circle is circle of influence. Okay. So, for example, getting up early in the morning is in your control. But when you get up, the weather is good or weather is bad, it is hot or cold outside, it is raining or pleasant atmosphere outside, that is not in your control. It is a concern. If it is too hot, definitely it is a concern. If it is too cold, also it is a concern. But it is not under your influence. Right? Slowly focus only on those things which are under your influence. Eating good food, eating in time, sleeping in time, getting up in time, doing physical activity, exposing your body to sunlight, all these things, maintaining proper ventilation in the place of work or in your bedroom. All these things are in your control. There are certain things which are not in your control, like feelings of your family members, emotions, and all those things, or your colleagues or friends, like those things. So once you start working on those things which are in your influence, for example, your feelings, your reaction towards stress, your words, your actions are all in your control. Once you start working on those things which are under your influence, slowly you will be able to influence certain aspects which are not in your control also. For example, once you work a lot on yourself repeatedly for 100 days, every day you get up early in the morning and practice all these things, slowly you will gain more and more control on your mind, you will gain more and more control on your body. People will be able to see the difference in you, and then they will respect your words, they will get influenced by your improvement, you will become a role model to other people, then you will be able to influence their thoughts, their feelings also. So this is something you need to you know do it on a long term basis consistently.
ఏదైనా సరే కడగద్దు తుడుచు కావాలంటే
ఎవరో తెలుగులో మాట్లాడుతున్నారు, మైక్ ఆఫ్ చేస్తారా?
సారీ సార్.
సో it is very important for all of us to see the progress and first work on those things which are under our influence. Then slowly we'll be able to influence things which are beyond our control also. Slowly we'll be able to. Yes. Good.
How to overcome extra sleep more than 6 hours? How to regulate that one?
Yeah. See, 6 to 8 hours is also okay. 8 hours is also not too high, but if you are practicing proper pranayama and meditation, even 6 hours. Some people only sleep for 5 hours. I know people who do a lot of meditation, sleep only for, my yoga guru sleeps only for 3 hours. Okay. So with practice, you'll be able to reduce. The thing is, the quality of sleep matters. Even if you sleep for 10 hours, after you get up, you don't feel energized. Then the sleep is waste. Even if you sleep for 5 hours, after you get up, you feel a lot of energy. You jump out of your bed. You feel as if you are having a lot of energy. That sleep is great. So for that, we need to understand so many aspects which influence the sleep. Recently, we have discussed about the sleep part. You will be able to go back to the YouTube channel and get this thing. But the important thing is maintain good ventilation in the bedroom and sleep in the right time. Right, the time between 10 to 2 is the maximum energy production time. So if you don't sleep between 10 to 2, even if you sleep for 10 hours, also you will not get the energy required for maintaining the whole body for the next 24 hours. So it's very important for you to sleep in the right time, sleep in the right place with proper ventilation, and relax your mind before sleep. If you are not getting sleep properly, meditate some time before sleep and then sleep. All these things will help you in increasing the quality of sleep so that you can reduce the quantity of sleep.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome, sir. Parikshit Bhaiya, I think we can conclude it.
Yeah, it's time also. So it really triggered many questions and many thought process among all of us. So I request Sundar Bhaiya to kindly continue or take this session for a couple of more sessions in a
Yes.
couple of more upcoming Fridays, so that we can
Yes.
have some exploration and have more and more doubt clearing in upcoming sessions.
Yes.
So thank you, Sundar Bhaiya, for this enriching session, and we'll meet again for the healthy discussion next Friday as well. So if any question left, we will start from there and then we will continue. Ji. So thank you everybody, and thanks for all to gather here. Namaste everybody. We'll meet again soon. Namaste.
Namaste, Parikshit Bhaiya. Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste, Sabhi ko.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.